Thank you for watching. My name is Angelo with Freedom Mobile Living, and I am so excited right now because we got the coding done on the app of Ride Local app, the driver and the rider on Google and on Apple. So we finished the coding, they tested it, it's approved, it's ready to launch. It's all done. I've been doing my own testing on it with some of the customers I have in Bradenton, Florida. Things are really moving ahead. We're launching it. I had posted it a little bit to get a little bit of exposure. Haven't done a lot. Still have some back of the house stuff to do with the website, and also some what I call social posting or branding, marketing. And so I'm doing that right now to get it out and launch it. Now, one thing nice about it is if you're a driver and you're just sick and tired of doing what you want, or you just want to add another platform to what you got and see how that goes, it doesn't cost you anything for signing up. There's no sign up or setup fees. There's no fees. We don't charge you for the background check. We handle that ourselves, especially on a pre-launch. We haven't been in this area before, so we want to get some kind of exposure in this area, penetrate the market a little bit. And by doing that, we're going to expose Ride Local to the area. Now, I have people that are interested as drivers in other cities. And what I had put on the website is we figured it out, put the tablet, or put the figures to the tablet, and then figured out that in order for us to launch it in a city, we're going to need at least 5 drivers. Now, it doesn't cost you anything to do it. So if you want to sign up, you can sign up. And then once we get 5 drivers, we're going to contact all the drivers to set up a launch date. So we want to launch it in as many cities as we possibly can, but we're going to need you drivers to help us get exposure, help us to build it. And then in the same token, you're building the platform for yourself. There's a lot more money into it. I just checked out the pricing on Uber and Lyft and what they're charging customers, riders, and only a portion of that. So what I'm doing at this point is I'm turning around and I'm going to launch it, and I'm going to make sure everybody will see what I have. So if you look at the website, so we have Florida, we have Yuma, and that's because of the Grand Rapids, Michigan opening, and then also Yuma, Arizona. So this is our 3rd city that we're opening up, which would be in Bradenton, Florida, and that encompasses all the way to Winter Haven and Sarasota and Anna Maria Island. And then what we have done is we've designed on the app is not only comfort rides to take up to 4 people, but we also designed it on the app to have airport rides here right from Bradenton Airport to Tampa Airport. Cheaper than Lyft. Riders or the drivers get more money because they're getting 100% of the fares and fees. They're really getting double of what they normally get. So if you were taking that trip before, you were getting a measly $44 for it. We bumped that up because you get 100% of the fares. You're looking at $60 to $70 for that trip. A big difference, a big game changer. We also pick up tolls. So if you have a toll, all you have to do is submit it to us, and then we go ahead and rebate that back to you. So we give you exactly what the toll is. So if the toll is $2.50 or $1.50, you're going to get exactly what the toll is. And we're doing that because we don't want you to have any costs in driving. The only cost you're going to have is your gas, and you're going to make money. That's what it's all about, is making money, making your fares, making your tips. Now, one thing nice about it, we put something on the thing where the customer will actually be notified to give a tip. So when the ride's finished, they can get option to do that. Another thing, they can use a credit card or cash. We accept cash as well. Now, some people don't feel comfortable with it. As a driver, it's your platform. You're driving, you don't have to take cash if that's what you choose not to do. You can just limit it to credit cards, and that's fine too. That can be processed at the end of either at the beginning, because we do ask if they're going to be a cash customer, they'll have to put a credit card in. If they're not going to be, they got to put a credit card in. And so that will finalize each ride at the completion of it. Now, the other thing drivers are probably thinking about, okay, how do we get paid? I mean, when do we get paid? Lyft and Uber at one time were paying every week. Now they're paying every day if you choose to, but it costs you 50 cents. Our company, all we need is a request. Once we get that request, we'll process it, and it'll take a matter of minutes for us to process that money to go into your bank account. So that's what we want to do. We want to make sure that money gets to you, because let's say if you're having a rough time, you just need some money, you just need some cash. So go out and drive with Ride Local, start getting the 100% of the fares and the tips, and then it's going to really make a difference. How do I know this? Because I've started this platform many times. All right, so that's what we're trying to do, is make sure the platform is conducive for drivers. It makes you want to drive, makes you want to. And then another thing we do is we tie that rider into you. So what's nice about it, and I've had riders telling me this, because I've already opened the platform for myself, and I have been doing some testing and stuff, and obviously I've been doing real rides with it. And one thing that they do tell me is they like the fact that they get the same person all the time. It makes them feel secure and safe. In a situation where you have a family, and I'll just tell you, one of the riders, I have a family. First time I've ever did a ride for him, I took him from Bradenton all the way to Universal out in Orlando. After I did that, I dropped him off, picked him up like 5 days later, and then from that time, they started using me as their ride for other things, like going to the doctor. Sometimes his daughter has some medical issues, and so she needs to go to the doctor, and he happens to be working, and because they trust me, that they allow me to pick up their wife and the daughter and take them to the medical and then give them a ride back home, which is good because they feel safe about it. The husband feels really good about it. The father feels good about it, and they feel safe, and that's what it's all about. The platform of Ride Local is about, number one, reliability, lower fares for the customer, and the third thing is safety and secure. We want everybody to feel that way, and I don't care what gender they are, they have to feel secure and they have to feel safe when they get into the vehicle. I can't imagine being a woman and getting to a vehicle. I had one time, I was driving at night because of the bar rush. This was before the pandemic, bar rush, right? So I was driving at night. It was 2:30 in the morning because it was really busy. I ended up picking a woman up, and she must have been in her 20s, late 20s. I picked her up, and the first thing she did is, without even saying anything, she popped in the front seat. After she did that, through our ride, I made some comments to her. I said, do you realize that you put yourself in harm's way? And she goes, how did I? I said, you don't know me. You don't know the driver that you get on. If you don't know him, you don't know what I'm capable of doing or what I will do. Now, I'm the safe. She was lucky to have me because I'm the safe driver. And the one thing I would never want anybody to feel is unsafe with my presence. It would really hurt me really bad if that happened. I want them to feel safe and secure. I know some of the horror stories people have gone through not feeling safe and secure with other rideshare apps. And I want to at least add that to this platform to make sure everybody we have minimal amount of issues or problems, and people feel safe when they request a ride. They don't have to think twice about it. So even if it's in the dark night, they don't have to think twice about it. But anyhow, that girl that got into my front seat, what I end up telling her, don't do that. First off, get into the back seat, because then you're behind the person. And then if it is a problem, you have some way out. If you're in the front seat, there's not a lot of way out, and you put yourself in harm's way, and I would wish you not to do that. And so maybe some of the millennials or some of the people in younger ages, we have to explain that to them. We have to teach them that. And I really believe that. I believe if I see somebody doing something wrong or something that could harm them, then I want to talk to them about it. Because sometimes maybe they never got that lesson. Maybe nobody talked to them. Maybe the mom or dad didn't really bring them up that way. Everybody has different lives and everybody has different stories, but I know I can at least do this within the realm of my position and my job. So I take it very seriously when I pick people up. I'm always on time. I'm always cautious. My driving is impeccable. I mean, I get 5 stars from everybody, and I even have people that, yesterday I ended up taking a ride all the way out to Winter Haven. I had to drop somebody out there. And so when I took him out there, she gets out of the car, nice lady. She had a walker, but then she gets out of the car and she says, I wish I could call you and have you pick me up. I really like the way you drove. You're safe, you're secure. I felt really safe. And she says this to me without me even responding to it. And then I said to her after that, I said, I wish I could do it. If Ride Local was a bigger platform, then we could accommodate your request. So that's what it's all about. Also, I want to get into, I want to open up a live stream and do a video of live, and that way people can tune in. People are interested in driving, and some people that are already driving with other platforms, they can tune in and ask questions or find out a little bit more about Ride Local that they didn't know. But really, with Ride Local, you sign up. Ride Local's got your back. We do all the marketing. We do all the Google ads, and we promote through the social market. And so we do digital marketing in order to do that. And then we start developing exposure. Once you get exposure, you get people that want. We also do promotions with coupons. I have free ride coupons. I have $5 off coupons. I have $2 off, $8, whatever you want. So as a driver, you have input to the promotions. So it affects your pay, so you're gonna have to have input with it. So before you can run a promotion, you gotta be willing to. So if you're willing to do some of the things necessary in order to build the business. All right, so right now I'm in a test phase. The app is open on the driver in the Ride Local. If you go on Apple Store or Google, and all you gotta do is Ride Local. Our Ride Local app is Ride Local Rideshare, and then the driver would be Ride Local driver app. Now, if you want to become a driver, the first thing you need to do is we need to process your background check. And the only way to do that is on the website, right? If you go on there, there's a driver tab. Pull down the driver tab. It'll give you some information on there, and you can go ahead and fill out the form. We'll go ahead and run a background check once we've done that. Now, if you're in a city that doesn't have 5 drivers, we're not going to run background checks until after we get to 5 drivers. Makes sense? We don't want to have the cost if it never materializes to 5 drivers. So, but if we do, like Ride Local in Bradenton, Florida, we do have enough drivers. We're adding more to it, but it's already going to be open. All you have to do is fill out the form on the website, on the driver tab. Fill out that form. It takes matter one to 3 days on the background check. We'll recontact. You'll give you some other information because it's about building your platform. We're going to help you do that. Today, I just want to say thanks for taking the time I'm long-winded today, but thanks for taking the time to watch. I really appreciate it. As I've said before many times, I don't take that lightly. It's only through God and me following Christ that this is enabled. This is what He has built. And what generally I always say to people, if I have Christ in me, I can do all things. With Christ, I can do nothing. And I really believe that. I live my life according to that. And Ride Local was developed because of Jesus Christ, for Him nudging me to get me off my butt and start doing something a little bit different. I'm going to come out with a video in the future and tell you exactly how that worked out. What happened to get me to start in the Ride Local game. Because I'm a business owner, but I've never been in the transportation business. I'm generally in other areas, service, build, product business. Anyhow, thank you for watching. If you want to give me a thumbs up because you liked the video, gave you some information that you can write home to mom about, no pun intended. And I'd also, if you have any questions, you have any comments, go ahead and comment down. Now, as always, I get the naysayers or the people who want to rain on your parade. So if you're that type of person, go ahead and comment as well. I will treat you just like as if you're not, but I only limit it up to a certain amount. So if it's logic what you're saying, then logically I will respond. Other thing is, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and that way everybody can get to know about it, and you will be alerted on my new videos that do come out. Thank you for spending the time here. I'm looking for this launch. I'm looking for people to help. So tune in and let's see what we can do here in Florida. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you again on my next video. Have a good day.
Sounds